Ready to begin?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Director Palafox.
Here.
Director Green.
Here.
Director Sangster.
Present.
Director Calvins. Anything? No?
I heard nothing until 6:30.
Okay. Director Parent.
Here.
For Hector, he called you.
Yeah,
He's over here at 6:30.
6:30.
You need to talk to him about that, Rob. Okay. I need a motion to approve the agenda.
Yeah, I'd like to make one amendment to it.
Okay?
It says call to order 6:30.
Yeah. I already fixed that. I'll put it.
37:6.
The front page is 6. Green. Okay. With that amendment, Sangster still?
Yes.
And a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Three, 0.1%. So we don't have any closed session. We're at consent calendar.
Is there any public comment
Oh, there you go, sorry.
on the item not on this agenda? Okay, moving forward. Special, let's see. Review and approve board meeting minutes from the previous meeting.
Some comments on the board meeting minutes.
Okay,
Page 3, board comment, I guess it's the second paragraph, starts with Director Calvins.
okay,
It's more than just like one typo, it's things like Director Calvins asked what happens if they group goes through the whole process, whole HOLE, and they they group. So I would say perhaps someone can review
revise that,
that,
okay.
revise that for proper grammar before it gets filed for perpetuity.
Can do. Review for grammar. So, page 3, board comment, Director
It
Calvin.
begins with Director Calvin's and it ends, just before public comment.
Okay. Okay, that can be done.
Thank you. Motion to approve as revised.
Thank you, sir. You need a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? With amendments? Okay. 4, 0, 1 absent.
Action item 1. Review, discuss, receive, and file the invoice number 14 dated 7/1/2019 for the payment for proportional share to Patrol's Basin GSP for 4/30/2019 for $1,220.95 and for May 31st, 2019 for $575.32 with overpayment of $1,728.27, total due $68.
So I can speak to that. The invoice that we approved was amended, and so we just kept them, instead of revising our check, it already had been applied, so I told her to apply it to these new invoices. So we really only owe $68.
what was the basis for the, revision?
It was their revisions, the percentages and what they
Did it have
put in their
something to do with
invoices.
Heritage Ranch leaving?
No, a little bit to do with that, but mostly it's their invoicing from Paso Robles. I get them from the lady and she sent off a revision of one and our check was already gone and applied, so Rob figured this would be the best way to clean it up instead of voiding a check and doing all that.
Okay. Thank you.
Good news is we owe $68.
Any questions or comments? Is there any public comment?
Where are you on this agenda?
We're on the,
Other agenda.
San Miguel Groundwater Sustainability Meeting that starts at 6 o'clock.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
Sorry.
Thank you. No worries. Any other, now that you've read it, do you have any questions or comments?
No. Not yet.
Is there a motion?
We have a question in the back.
Oh, I did not see.
Do you want me to go up here? Yes, please. I'm gonna have a few people here tonight, so I put you. I got 2 sign-in sheets up there. I think GSA's blue. Okay, thanks.
Okay, Laverne Buckman, San Miguel resident, who's really behind the times on following what this is all about, but what I read was that this was like the first hearing or one of the hearings in the process of approving this plan, which really leaves me in the dust in terms of understanding all of it and looking at other documents I've received at other meetings about this. I have a lot of questions about exactly how much influence or effect that has on the whole groundwater system. I know the section that applies, I think, to San Miguel.
Ms. Buckman, just real quick, are you talking about item number 3 on the agenda? Because we're in item number 2.
No, we're actually in item number 1,
No,
approving
number
the
one.
invoice. And then you're talking about the hearing
That's
stuff?
really hard for me to interpret in those lists. I don't know which is which.
If I could just get you to hold on 1 second,
Sure.
and I
Not a
can,
problem.
you can still stay there, it's probably gonna be quick. I need a motion to approve that, invoice.
A motion. Second.
Sangster, parent, Director Palafox,
Yes.
Director Sangster,
Yes.
Director Parent,
Yes.
President Green,
Yes.
passes 4-0 with 1 absent. Now go ahead, John, number 2.
Review and approve resolution 2019-01 of the San Miguel Groundwater Sustainability Agency to file a notice of intent to hold a public hearing for final review and adoption of the groundwater sustainability plan for Basin 3-004-06 Salinas Valley, Paso Robles area. Anybody want to talk about it?
Yeah, I could just give you a real quick briefing. This is a requirement of Sigma, that we notify, all other GSAs within the groundwater basin that we are, preparing a GSP for, a groundwater sustainability plan. It's a requirement, really the requirement is, it would have been in the anticipation of multiple GSAs preparing their own GSP, and so everybody that would be doing that has to notify the others in the basin that they're gonna do that, and they intend to submit a GSP to DWR. In this case, because we're all collaborating, everybody already knows that we intend to submit a GSP, a collective GSP, but this is still a requirement under the law, so we have to send a notice of intent letter to all the other GSAs that we intend to submit or file a GSP on or before January 31st, 2020. But this is kind of a formality.
So is every GSA participating in one public hearing, or is everyone holding their own independent public hearing?
There's actually, every GSA will have their own, public hearing. And then there will also be a collective public hearing, where everybody will, where there'll be a presentation, to anybody that wants to come. So each GSA will have its own public hearing, plus there'll be a collective public hearing.
And this is specifically for our public hearing?
For our
Yes.
public hearing, that's correct. And so we're gonna send a letter of intent to all the GSAs, and we're gonna receive a letter of intent from all the other GSAs.
And this is to take place when?
The letters will go out immediately, as soon if you approve the resolution. And then we can't hold our public hearing less than 90 days from the date that the resolution is signed.
Okay,
Does it have something to do with, the, input period,
Yes.
the 45-day?
That's
It has
correct.
to be after that,
It has to
correct?
be after that, yes, yeah. There's actually a 45-day grace period, so there's just a little bit more information. The final draft of the complete GSP is due to be released in August, mid-August.
14th or something, or the
Something.
21st, I can't remember.
Yeah,
I had it written down.
it's one of those days. So, in your August meeting, we will be bringing to you the final draft of the complete GSP. And then, so you, will be able to discuss it, but it'll be released to the public, so the public will have access to it. And then, over the course of the 90 days, starting tonight, we will receive all comments from our public within our GSA, plus comments from you, that we will get back to the consultant for incorporation into the final GSP.
and will this incorporate the changes that you were fighting for?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Any other board comments or questions? Any public comment?
I'll come back. Lauren Beckman again, and I appreciate your clarification, because it did clarify a couple of things for me. My questions come from trying to understand that this plan, I think, is to protect like our water basin. And that means, I think, again, that this district, anybody with water connection for the district, so they're through the district, their water rights are protected, technically. But the people who have a well, even if they're in the district or the district area, then there are other regulations placed on them, is that correct?
It's, depending on what the final wording in the GSP, right now, in the draft version, there would be no immediate restrictions on those well owners, but over a period of time, there would be through some methodology, and it probably would have to be an ordinance or something like that, that would have to be adopted by our GSA, but there would be a restriction on their pumping, on the total pumping. In our part of the basin, the goal is to reduce groundwater pumping by something like 15 to 17% on an annual basis. So we're gonna try to do that. The plan is to achieve sustainability, and that is part of achieving sustainability. So there's going to be lots of different pieces to that and how we achieve that. Our recycled water component of the wastewater treatment system that we're currently designing will help us get pretty far along to that goal. We're talking to the county about implementing water conservation measures within the district, and we think we can take another bite out of that 17% apple. And you know, and we're gonna look for other ways to basically reduce our total overall groundwater extraction within the district boundaries. But we will probably go ask, or we will probably look to our well users. We don't have that many, but we have some within our service area that we will look to ask them to reduce pumping at some point. And I don't know, we don't know today what the specific details of that are. Those still need to be worked out.
And then my other, that's very helpful, thank you. My other question about that is, what part does the state play, because it seems like it's a big part, in coming in whenever they feel like it and telling you different controls they want in place?
Well, right now, under Sigma, if we, as a GSA, submit a GSP that is approved by the DWR, then we basically have control over our own destiny. The only way the state, under the current, the way I understand the current law, the only way the state would come in is we're going to, in our plan, establish our sustainability goals and sustainability criteria, measurable objectives, they call it. And our goal is to achieve those measurable objectives. And for the most part, it has to do with water levels in the aquifer. If we achieve those, in theory, the state would not come in. I mean, if all goes well, they would have approved our plan. Our plan said that we want to achieve this level of sustainability. If we get there, we've done what we told them we were going to do, and they really shouldn't have a role in telling us anything else. If we don't do that, then the law is set up such that the state has the right then to come in and do it for us.
Mm-hmm. And so then how are the district rules, I guess, that are set up for each of the different districts, how are they different from the rules the county is imposing for county areas that are within a basin?
The county rules are related to their land use role. So they control land use through their permitting. The big one that you're hearing about is their offset ordinance that they've adopted. The offset ordinance, and that's the one that is restricting folks from development.